Every now and then, the Dallas Opera puts away the imaginative sets and costumes and gives the singers a well-earned day off in order to concentrate on the power of the orchestra alone. This weekend, the Dallas Opera Orchestra will perform Beethoven's gorgeous Seventh Symphony and Rachmaninoff's Third Piano Concerto back-to-back. Joining us this midday is guest soloist Andrew von Oeyen. Thank you so much for coming in today.
It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. The talent just kind of seeping from your aura right now. Tell us about the two pieces you've been rehearsing.
So I'm playing the Rachmaninoff Third Piano Concerto, which is on the second part of the program, and the first part is Beethoven's Seventh Symphony. Both of these works are extremely well known. I think the Seventh Symphony is his second most famous symphony after the Fifth, and the Rachmaninoff Third Piano Concerto is his most famous concerto after the second. And I think the thing about these two pieces that's so great is they appeal to people who know very little about music and people who know a lot.
Okay, so I think about Rachmaninoff, I think about his gigantic hands and just that adding to the complexity of his pieces. I mean, tell us, how do you prepare for something like that?
Yeah, you're allowed to ask me about the size of my hands.
I have to ask you about the size.
I have no problem talking about the size of my hands.
We appreciate your candidness here, yes. So tell us, I mean, that's amazing.
You know, the thing is, with Rachmaninoff, it actually really does help to have big hands because there's so many notes and there are these big stretches you have to play on the keyboard, and so I don't know how you could do it with small hands, but particularly this Third Piano Concerto, it's one of the most technically demanding in the entire repertoire. There was a movie made about it called Shine a few years back, and it's really kind of a daunting piece, but it is, as difficult as it is, it's absolutely thrilling for the audience and the orchestra as well. It's a really great piece for them to play.
And to think you've got this all memorized as well. Tell us about
Hopefully,
that.
yeah.
What goes into the rehearsals? I mean, how long are they?
Yesterday we had 2 rehearsals, and then we'll have another rehearsal tomorrow night and Friday night, which is actually a good amount of rehearsal. Sometimes you only get one the day of a performance.
Wow.
That
Are you
usually happens
serious?
in the summer. Yeah, so this is good. We have a good amount of rehearsal time, and you know, we play through the piece, and then we go back and we work on passages that, you know, that where there was something wasn't together, and we try to get together, and we work on balance issues. And
that's amazing. Well, Warner Classics recently released your debut album of piano concertos. It's getting amazing reviews. What attracted you to that project?
So I live in Paris and I live in LA, and the theme of the recording is sort of this Franco-American theme of French composers and an American composer, George Gershwin. It's Saint-Saëns, Ravel, and Gershwin, and how their lives either intertwined or they were influenced by one another. And so that sort of speaks to my life as well, since I'm living between the two countries. And so that's how we came up with the theme for the album. And as I say, I mean, I live in France, but I also live here, so both countries are very close to my heart.
No, that's amazing. And then piano, I mean, all your life. Thank you so much for joining us, your passion. I really appreciate that. Andrew von Oeyen performs Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Winspear Opera House, conducted by music director Emmanuel Villaume. Tickets can be purchased online at dallasopera.org. They start at just $25.